Your person talked about you today with their brother, and you won't believe what he said. My beloved child. Today, I heard something that shook me to my core. Your person was talking to their brother, and every word they said about me felt like a revelation. Not ordinary words. Not casual talk. But words that exposed hidden truths, memories, and feelings I never expected to hear aloud. And the way they spoke, it made me see myself in a completely new light. Imagine this. Someone you trust, someone close, describing you in ways you never imagined. He spoke of moments I thought were invisible. Moments I thought no one noticed. And yet, there he was, recounting them with precision, with emotion, with a clarity that stunned me. Each sentence cut through layers of my own perception, forcing me to face truths I hadn't dared admit even to myself. Then came the intensity. The way he described me was strange. Not just admiration, not just curiosity, but something deeper, an awe I couldn't have predicted. He saw my choices, my silences, my hidden fears, and he recognized them, respected them, even feared them in a quiet way. Every word he uttered carried weight. And suddenly, I realized that someone could understand me more deeply than I even understood myself. And then, the shock. He revealed something I had never known he thought about me. Something intimate, unexpected, life-altering. It wasn't about the past alone, or the present, it was about the essence of who I am. And the moment he spoke it, everything shifted. I felt exposed, yet strangely empowered. The way he saw me changed the way I see myself forever. Finally, the revelation. One sentence, and my whole perspective transformed. What I thought was hidden, what I believed no one noticed, became visible, undeniable, unforgettable. I realized that people hold reflections of us that we cannot see. And sometimes, hearing it aloud, from the lips of someone we care about, can be both terrifying and liberating at the same time. Listen closely. The moment I realized what he was saying, my heart skipped. Every word he uttered about me felt like a secret being lifted from the shadows. He didn't just describe me, he dissected my life in the gentlest, most precise way. And the strangest part? It wasn't negative. It was a raw, pure truth that hit me harder than anything I'd ever heard before. Can you feel this? He remembered things I thought were buried. Tiny moments of courage, silent sacrifices, choices no one noticed. And there he was, recounting each detail as if it mattered more than anything else in the world. Every memory, every glance, every hidden feeling, he held it all inside him, and now, he was sharing it with someone else. And the weight of that reality, it left me breathless. Then came the part one could never forget. He spoke of me in a way that made it clear how deeply I affected him. Not just influence, not just admiration, but a strange, powerful respect that felt almost sacred. And as he described it, I felt a mixture of awe and fear. Awe because he saw me in ways I didn't see myself. Fear because he held truths I had never shared, and yet, he understood them completely. And just when I thought it couldn't get more intense, it did. He revealed something so personal, so life-altering, that it shook the foundation of everything I believed about our relationship. It wasn't just about the past. It wasn't just about actions. It was about who I am, at my core, and how deeply he recognized that essence. Hearing it spoken aloud made me see our bond, and myself, in a way that felt both terrifying and extraordinary. Finally, the undeniable truth. By the end of their conversation, I realized the most shocking thing: people see us through lenses we cannot control. And sometimes, those lenses reflect not just who we are, but who we could be. The words he spoke weren't just a description. They were a revelation. And in that moment, I understood something I will never forget: the impact we have on people is far deeper, far more powerful, and far more hidden than we could ever imagine. My beloved child. The moment I replayed their conversation in my mind, the weight of it hit me all over again. Every word he spoke about me felt like a mirror I wasn't ready to face. But the truth? It was unavoidable. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized this wasn't just about what was said, it was about what it revealed: the hidden connections, the unseen emotions, the quiet truths that shape everything we are. Picture this. He described me with a clarity that was almost painful. Every gesture, every smile, every choice I thought insignificant was observed, remembered, and analyzed. And yet, it wasn't judgment, it was understanding. Pure, raw, deep understanding. It was as if he had been quietly carrying the story of me in his heart, waiting for the moment to share it. And now, that story was alive, unfolding, impossible to ignore. Then came the part that stopped me cold. He admitted things about me I didn't even realize were visible. Things I thought were private, hidden even from my own eyes, had been noticed, remembered, and treasured. The way he spoke about them, it wasn't casual. It wasn't small talk. It was reverent. And every word made me feel the incredible, terrifying power of being truly seen by someone else. And the revelation didn't end there. He revealed an entirely new perspective on me, one I had never imagined. He didn't just describe my actions, he described my essence, my potential, the very impact I unknowingly have on others. And in that moment, I realized how profoundly one person's perception can change the way we see ourselves. What I thought was ordinary, what I thought was invisible, was actually extraordinary in his eyes. Finally, the truth that shook me. By the end of their conversation, I understood something life-changing: we are all reflections in the eyes of others. And sometimes, those reflections reveal more than we can ever see on our own. He saw me, not just as I am, but as I could be, as I have always been, hidden beneath layers I didn't even know existed. And that revelation, it changed everything. Forever. My beloved child. The weight of what I heard didn't fade. Every word they exchanged replayed in my mind like a relentless echo. And the deeper I thought about it, the more I realized something terrifying and beautiful: the truth they shared wasn't just about me. It was about the bond, the invisible threads that connect people in ways we can't explain. And that realization, it shook me to my very core. Imagine being seen in ways you never imagined. He spoke of me not just as I appear, but as the person I strive to be, the person hidden behind every fear, every hesitation, every silent hope. And with each description, I felt an intimacy I hadn't known existed. It was more than understanding. It was recognition of a kind that cuts deep, that stays with you long after the words are gone. Then came the moment that changed everything. He revealed feelings I never expected, feelings so profound they made my chest tighten. Admiration. Respect. A quiet awe. And the way he spoke of these emotions, it was reverent, almost sacred. Every word, every pause, every inflection made me realize how much impact we have on others without even knowing it, and how those perceptions can alter the course of our lives. But the shock wasn't over. He didn't just speak of me in the past or present, he spoke of the future. The potential he sees in me, the dreams I haven't dared to chase, the strength I didn't realize I had. And as he spoke, I felt an energy I had never felt before, a mix of fear, hope, and an undeniable pull toward the person I could become. It was as if he was holding a mirror to my soul, showing me what was always there, waiting to be discovered. Finally, the revelation that left me breathless. By the end, I understood something profound: we are more than our actions. More than our words. More than what we allow ourselves to believe. And sometimes, the truth about who we are comes from the eyes of those we least expect. What he said that day, it will remain with me forever, a reminder of the invisible, powerful connections that define our lives, and the ways we are seen, truly seen, when no one else is looking. My beloved child. The words they exchanged that day didn't just surprise me, they transformed me. Every detail, every sentiment, every hidden truth spoken between them unfolded a story I wasn't ready for. And yet, the truth they revealed, it demanded to be felt, to be absorbed, to shake me to my core. This wasn't ordinary conversation, it was a revelation that could change everything. Picture this. He described me in ways that felt impossible. Not what I do, but who I am. Not just my choices, but my essence. Every unspoken thought, every hidden struggle, every quiet strength I never noticed in myself, it was all laid bare. And I realized something terrifying: someone's perception of us can be more accurate, more profound, than anything we see in ourselves. Then came the shock that stopped me cold. He spoke about how my actions, small, seemingly insignificant moments, had impacted him more than I could ever imagine. He remembered things I had long forgotten, feelings I had buried, and connected them into a story that was mine, but also not mine. And with every word, I felt the immense weight of being truly known, truly seen, truly understood. And the final revelation? He didn't just describe me. He revealed the truth about what I mean to the people around me, the invisible influence, the silent inspiration, the way I touch lives without even knowing it. And as he spoke, I felt a surge of emotion that was almost unbearable: pride, awe, fear, and hope all at once. It was a reminder that our existence matters in ways we rarely realize, and that sometimes, the most extraordinary truths come from the voices of those closest to us. My beloved child, remember this. By the end of their conversation, one thing was undeniable: the way we are seen by others is a reflection of who we truly are, waiting to be discovered. And sometimes, a single revelation, spoken softly between two people, can illuminate an entire lifetime. That day, I understood the unimaginable. That day, I felt the extraordinary power of being truly seen, and it changed me forever. My beloved child. The moment I realized everything he said, the full weight of it hit me. Not just words, but truths I hadn't dared face, hidden beneath layers of fear and doubt. And now, hearing them spoken aloud, seeing how deeply he understood me, I felt something I never imagined, completely seen, completely known, in a way that shook me to my very core. Can you feel this? He spoke of moments I thought were invisible. Every choice, every quiet struggle, every hidden victory, I had lived them silently, thinking no one noticed. Yet there he was, recounting each detail with precision, with care, with a depth that left me breathless. And I realized, even the smallest moments in life carry more weight than we ever know, if someone truly sees them. Then came the revelation that stopped my heart. He revealed how my existence, everything I do, even the things I think go unnoticed, had shaped him, inspired him, moved him in ways I never imagined. And with every word, I felt the strange mix of awe and vulnerability, the realization that our lives touch others far deeper than we ever perceive. But the climax wasn't just the past. He spoke about the future, about who I could become, and the potential he sees in me that I hadn't seen myself. The way he described it made it feel urgent, almost sacred. And in that moment, I understood something powerful. Being truly seen by someone else can ignite a transformation that nothing else can. Finally, the truth that changes everything. By the end of their conversation, I knew this: the way we are perceived, the hidden truths others carry about us, can redefine our entire life. And that day, I discovered an extraordinary truth: sometimes, the most profound revelations about ourselves come not from within, but from the eyes of those who truly know us. And that realization changed me forever. My beloved child. After hearing everything, I couldn't stop thinking about the weight of those words. The way he spoke about me, it wasn't casual. It was deliberate, precise, full of emotion. Every memory, every subtle detail, every hidden part of me that I thought was private, he saw it all. And that realization made me question everything I thought I knew about being understood, about connection, about truth. Imagine the intensity. He didn't just observe me. He remembered the moments I barely even noticed in my own life. Quiet acts of kindness, struggles I carried silently, choices I thought were insignificant, they were all meaningful in ways I couldn't comprehend until now. And as he described them, I felt a wave of emotion crash over me: disbelief, awe, fear, and gratitude all at once. Then came the revelation that froze me. He shared not just what he saw, but what he felt. How my presence impacted him, how my life influenced his own in ways I never realized. And the truth hit me like lightning: the lives we live silently, the choices we think go unnoticed, are often shaping someone else's world in ways we can't even imagine. But the most powerful part. He spoke about the possibilities, the potential of who I could be. And it wasn't advice, it wasn't suggestion, it was vision. He saw me in a way that I couldn't yet see myself, and hearing it from him made the possibilities feel urgent, alive, and transformative. And in that moment, I understood the invisible power of being truly seen. Finally, the truth that lingered. Their conversation didn't just end, it stayed with me, echoing long after the words were spoken. I realized something extraordinary: the people who truly know us, who see us without masks, hold reflections of us that we cannot see on our own. And sometimes, those reflections are the keys to understanding ourselves, unlocking truths we never knew existed, and transforming the way we move through the world forever. My beloved child. By now, every word I had heard echoed in my mind, refusing to leave. The conversation between them wasn't just talk, it was a mirror, reflecting truths I hadn't seen, feelings I hadn't acknowledged, and a part of myself I didn't know existed. And the more I replayed it, the more I realized how profoundly someone else's perspective can shape our reality. Think about this. He didn't just speak of what I did, but of who I am beneath every action, every silence, every thought. He described the quiet strength I carry, the fears I hide, the moments where I felt invisible, and somehow, he saw the beauty in all of it. Every word was like a spotlight illuminating parts of me I had kept buried, and it was impossible not to feel overwhelmed. Then came the part that shook me completely. He revealed not only what he noticed, but what he felt, emotions he had kept to himself, admiration mixed with awe, and a profound respect for the person I am, and the person I could become. And in that moment, I understood something extraordinary: being truly seen by someone else can be both terrifying and liberating in the same breath. But the revelation didn't stop there. He spoke of the unseen impact I have, the way my choices, my presence, my smallest actions have shaped his world. And the more I listened, the more I realized that we touch lives in ways we cannot measure, in ways we don't even recognize. And sometimes, the reflection someone else gives us can reveal the depth of our existence like nothing else ever could. Finally, the truth that changed everything. By the end of their conversation, I understood this: the people who see us completely, without judgment or pretense, hold the power to transform our understanding of ourselves. What he said that day wasn't just words, it was a revelation, a mirror of my life, my choices, and my essence. And that revelation, it will stay with me forever, reshaping the way I see myself, and the way I move through the world. My beloved child. Nothing prepared me for what came next. As the conversation continued, he revealed something so profound, so unexpected, that it stopped me in my tracks. Not just about me, but about the connection between us, the unspoken bond that existed quietly, invisibly, until that very moment. And the truth of it, it was staggering. Can you imagine this? He spoke of me in ways that transcended what I thought I knew about myself. He described not just my actions, but my soul, my essence, my fears, my hidden strength. And as he spoke, I felt something shift inside me. Every word peeled away layers I had been carrying for years, exposing the raw, unfiltered version of who I truly am. And in that exposure, there was both vulnerability and power. Then came the revelation that left me breathless. He admitted that my presence, my choices, my very being had changed him in ways he could never articulate before. Every memory, every quiet interaction, every small gesture I had forgotten, they mattered more than I could ever know. And the weight of realizing how deeply I had impacted someone else, silently, invisibly, was overwhelming. But the climax wasn't over. He spoke of the potential he sees in me, the version of myself I hadn't yet dared to embrace. And the way he described it, with certainty and awe, made it feel real. Real enough to ignite something inside me that had been dormant, waiting for this exact moment. And I understood then that sometimes, the reflection someone else gives us can unlock a truth we never knew we needed. Finally, the truth that changes everything. By the end of that conversation, I realized something life-altering. The way we are truly seen by others can transform our lives, redefine our reality, and reveal hidden depths within ourselves. That day, I didn't just learn how someone else perceives me, I discovered who I truly am when someone sees me completely, without filter, without pretense, without judgment. And that realization, it will stay with me forever, shaping everything I do, everything I become, and everything I choose to see in the world. My beloved child. Nothing could have prepared me for what I heard next. The conversation between them shifted in a way that left me breathless. He spoke about me not just as a person, but as a force, a presence, something quietly shaping the lives around me without my knowledge. And the truth of it, it was shocking, humbling, and deeply transformative all at once. Imagine the weight of this. He described not just what I did, but who I am at the very core. My fears, my hidden strengths, the moments I thought were invisible, he saw them all. And he spoke of them with such clarity, such intensity, that it was impossible not to feel the truth of it in every fiber of my being. It was a mirror I had never dared to look into, now placed directly before me. Then came the revelation that stopped me completely. He admitted that my presence, my choices, my silence, my existence, had shaped him in ways I could never have imagined. The quiet impact of my life, the moments I thought were small or meaningless, had quietly influenced him, molded him, inspired him. And the realization of that invisible power, it was breathtaking, almost overwhelming. But the ultimate shock was yet to come. He spoke of the person I could become, the potential he sees in me that I had never allowed myself to believe in. And the way he spoke, with awe and certainty, made it feel real. Real enough to awaken something dormant inside me, a fire I hadn't known existed. And in that moment, I understood the extraordinary truth: the way others see us can unlock the deepest, most hidden parts of ourselves. Finally, the truth that will stay forever. By the end of their conversation, I understood something life-changing: being truly seen, completely understood, and deeply acknowledged can transform your entire existence. What he said that day didn't just reveal who I am, it revealed who I could be. And that revelation, it will live with me for the rest of my life, guiding every choice, every action, every thought, shaping me into the person I am meant to become. My beloved child. Even after hearing everything, the echoes of their conversation lingered. Every word, every pause, every unspoken thought felt like it was carved into my mind. And the truth they revealed wasn't just about me, it was about the invisible threads connecting us, the silent power of perception, and the way someone's understanding can reshape your reality entirely. Think about this. He didn't just see me, he recognized the parts of me I had hidden from the world, the moments I thought were insignificant, and the choices I didn't even realize mattered. Every detail, every nuance, every quiet act of courage or hesitation was acknowledged, remembered, and valued. And the more I listened, the more I realized how profoundly we touched the lives of others without even knowing it. Then came the shock that stayed with me. He revealed how much I had influenced him, shaped his thoughts, and inspired his choices in ways I never imagined. What I thought were private, unnoticed moments had quietly left a mark, creating ripples in his life that now felt larger than anything I had ever considered. And understanding that, it was both humbling and electrifying. But the most powerful moment yet. He spoke of the version of me I hadn't yet become, the potential, the dreams, the strength waiting beneath the surface. And hearing someone else recognize it, believe in it, and see it so vividly, it awakened something inside me I had almost forgotten existed. And in that awakening, I realized the extraordinary truth: being truly seen can ignite transformations no one else can. Finally, the truth that will remain forever. By the end of this conversation, I understood a life-altering lesson: the way others perceive us, the truths they carry about us, and the reflections they give, they can illuminate the hidden depths of our soul. And that day, I learned not just who I am, but who I could be, and the power of being fully recognized, fully understood, and fully seen. That revelation will stay with me forever, shaping every step I take from this moment onward.